todos, bienvenidos de nuevo a mi canal. Welcome back to my channel. It's so good to have you back here. If you're new to the channel, welcome back to this growth space. Okay, see what I did there? So today, we are received this. Today is the, I'm just gonna have to double check real quick. Today is the 29th, when I'm recording this, the 29th of August 2020, and we just received the sad news that Chadwick Boseman, who's personally one of my heroes, just passed away from colon cancer. And I feel like he's just inspired so many people, including myself. And he just gave us so many lessons. He just, I don't know, he just really touched so many lives. And I have never been this sad about somebody passing that I didn't know personally, but this was just like an eye-opener. Not only that, life is so finite. It is literally so finite. You're here today, gone the next day. Tomorrow is not promised, do you get what I mean? But also to do the most in this short lifespan that we have. One person said, live full and die empty. And I feel like that's what he really did. He just gave it all. He gave, even when he was like in pain and when he was going through chemotherapy, he just gave us the most amazing movie I have ever watched, to be fair. And I just wanted to share with you a couple of things that I personally have learned from him. For the longest time, especially after graduating, I have been thinking about what my purpose is in life. And I've just really been thinking about it, praying about it, researching about it, asking different people how they found their purpose, for instance. And there's a lot that I have learned from Chadwick, for instance, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. The first thing obviously is what your purpose is. The purpose is the sole reason why you're on this planet, which is the reason why you're alive, basically. So yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know if it was Albert Einstein or Mark Twain who said it, or whoever said it, but they said that the two greatest days in your life is when you were born and when you find out why. So that's like a huge thing. It's like the reason you're alive, hello? It's like the biggest question that anybody could ever have. And so I really appreciated him breaking it down the way that he did and making it really understandable and just how important your purpose is. Because you're not just here to be born and to do the things that you do, I don't know, go to work, come back, have a family, have a house, have a car, or whatever it is that you want to do, retire and die. Like, there's so much more to life. And obviously the sole purpose of me as a person being here on earth is, one, to worship God, and then obviously to fulfill the purpose that he has for me on this earth, okay? And then the second reason, or the second thing that I learned from him, is that your purpose is authentic. So to say that every single person that comes here on earth has their own trajectory pretty much carved out for them. It's like, everybody is unique in their own way, and therefore the things, the talents, the gifts that you possess, the things that you went through, the difficulties that you went through have all contributed to the sole purpose of you being alive. And that's why I don't believe in these people that say, if you want to be successful, do this, do that, do the other. Because I feel like, to me, being successful really has everything to do with finding my purpose and being good at it, you know, fulfilling it and being fulfilled in life. You can be successful, yes, but if you haven't found your purpose, then what are you doing? What really are you doing? What is your definition of success? so that you can be successful but not have found your purpose. Do you get what I mean? And I also realized that through your trajectory being authentic to yourself, that people around you might not realize what's going on. So people might think you're crazy because you want to pursue certain things in your life, and especially if you come from a household if you come from like an African or very strict household, that might bring a lot of opposition, if I may put it that way, because obviously in some households, if you're not a lawyer or a doctor, then you're a failure. But that's not the truth of the matter. And your purpose might be being a doctor, it might be being a lawyer, but it also, a purpose runs across all disciplines. And that's why I think it's very important that you find your purpose, whatever it is, because there's dignity in every calling, in everything that you do, as long as you do it good and you do it wholeheartedly. The next thing, which is the third thing that I have learned from Chadwick and his life about purpose, is that the difficulties and tragedies that you go through, or the problems that you endure, are there to shape you for your purpose, right? So the best way in which I understand it is that everything that you go through in life, all the challenges that you go through, you come out, so you know the saying that goes, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It makes you stronger in one way or another. It sharpens you, and you just get better as a person. And you can only really fulfill your purpose if you're the best version of yourself, and if you're improving every single day. That's what I believe. And that's basically, you see, like, people that have like tragedies in life, and then that purpose is directly linked to what it is that they went through. For instance, you may not notice it, but the thing is, like, you can't really, one of my favorite preachers, TD Jakes, uses this analogy where he says that you can't drive a 16-wheeler the way you drive maybe a Volkswagen, for instance. It's a different set of skills that you need for your purpose, right? And sometimes your purpose is so big that you really can only reach it by going through these problems that you have, because the more problems that you have, the more adversity you've been through, the more skills you acquire. There's a different mindset that you acquire. There's a different way of dealing with things that you acquire, and that's what you really need to fulfill your purpose in life. Another thing that I have learned from him is that once you step into your purpose, nothing can stop you. Nothing and no one can stop you. That once you are walking in your purpose, God moves things around in your favor behind the scenes that you don't even see. The doors that are open for you, nobody can close. The doors that are closed behind you and for your enemies, nobody can open. That's one thing that I know for sure, that once you step into your purpose, yes, there will be adversity. Yes, there will be problems here and there. There will be battles, there will be speed bumps on the road, but you will get through them. You will get through them. The next thing which is the fifth thing that I learned about my purpose, or purpose in general from Chadwick, is that your purpose lies in your strengths and your gifts, your abilities, and in your passion. So it might not be the 9 to 5 that you've been working at, but it might be your hobby, for instance. It might be it's something that you are already good at, or something that maybe you went to school for to improve on. Basically, your purpose is something that you have a passion for and something that you're good at already. For some people, that might be they're the greatest painters. For some people, they're the greatest entertainers. They can sing until you've got goosebumps. Something that you're just really good at. But I also will say this, that even the things that you're good at, you need to work at, because you can only become, somebody said you can only become a champion at something or be a pro at something if you've invested at least 10,000 hours into that thing. So it doesn't just naturally come to, it can come naturally to you, but perfecting something and being good at it is your job regardless. The next thing is that joy, excitement, and fulfillment are in your purpose. Basically, your purpose gives you, regardless of the hardships or the hard work, it gives you a sense of direction. It fulfills you inside. It gives you joy and excitement, regardless any other thing. Like, it's just something that you work on, but you don't really feel like it's work because you really enjoy it. If you do something that you truly love, you won't feel like you're actually working. Does that make sense? Like, you're putting in hard work, but you're enjoying it. You're just really enjoying it. It's fulfilling you. You just feel like, this is what I really need to be doing. Like, you will know. And last but not least, your purpose will become your legacy. I remember having this conversation, and I filmed it on one of my other YouTube videos in one of the 2080 conversations that I had, and we were talking about legacy and how some people believe that their kids are their legacy. Fine and good, I get it, but you have your own unique legacy that you will leave, and most likely and most probably that legacy is always how you make the people around you or the people in your life feel. Like, when it comes to Chadwick, for instance, I remember when Black Panther came out, and it just gave so many people a sense of pride, a sense of hope. It was such an enjoyable movie. It touched so many people in more ways than just for entertainment purposes. And one of his legacies really is Wakanda Forever. That's just something that's sticking around even beyond his departure. And all the lives that he's touched, he was talking about the kids that had cancer and they had terminal cancer during the shooting of Black Panther, where he was in touch with them, and so many other people that he visited, whose lives that he's touched and who he's inspired. I think that generally is his legacy. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have taken with me in regards to purpose from Chadwick Boseman. May he rest in power. And I will see you guys in my next video. Hasta luego. Bye.